completely disintegrated, had rotted away. So he said, National Park Service, you guys really have no choice. You have to replace the torch that's up there. So the one that we're looking at now, the hand is original. Everything above the hand, including the platform and the flame, that is a replica. That is a replacement. The original one, as of right now, is boxed up for safekeeping in the lobby, but on a regular day, once the construction's finished, it is available inside the main lobby. They were able to stabilize the old one. And the old one had to come down, not because of a design flaw, but because the United States went up there and started poking around up there in the very beginning, and they caused some irreversible damage. When the statue first gets here, she comes to the island, and the United States doesn't really know what to do with it. What do we do with a big, gigantic statue in the harbor? They gave the statue to the Lighthouse Board. Lighthouse Board, they administered all the lighthouses along the coast. And the Lighthouse Board, they said, we do lighthouses. We're going to make her a lighthouse. They warned us in the very beginning. So they went up there, before the statue was even dedicated, before the grand unveiling on October 28th, they went up there and they started cutting holes into the flame. Imagine being the artist, arriving here and seeing your statue modified before you're even able to dedicate it. That's what happened. So we cut holes in the flame, we covered the holes with windows, and we lit the inside with a brand new invention. Light bulb. Light bulbs were placed in the flame. Now, it looked good in the beginning, but the water would get inside, get in between the cracks of the metal and the glass. And for almost 100 years, water was mixing in with the iron framework that held it all together. A lot of corrosion took place. No chance of patching her up by the 1980s. We had to replace it. So we did one thing. We learned from our lesson. We didn't go back and make a replica exactly how it had been in the past and have the same problem occur over again. Instead, to the best of our ability, we looked at all the historic photographs of the flame before we started poking holes in the windows and making windows, and we tried to make it exactly how it was when it first arrived. So that's what the flame looks like today. Even though it's a replica, it is closer to the original design than the original torch. We kind of added one little modification because everyone was used to the flame lighting up. It's a torch, it's supposed to light up, right? So there's one addition, 24-karat gold leaf along the flame. So on a day like today with the sun out, the flame lights up beautifully. And it's also healthier for the statue. Water doesn't get in the same way. So what are we looking at down here? We're looking at a replica of the replica. We're looking at a sample of the replica that's up at the top. This piece was also made in the 1980s, and it was specifically made for demonstration purposes. It's down here at the ground, and we can get a better appreciation for the craftsmanship that's involved in the ornamental railing. The statue's 305 feet tall, so if you take a football field and turn it on its end, that's essentially the height of the statue. And since it's so far away, it's hard to see all that detail. But now that this portion is down here, we can get an idea of what it looks like. We can get an idea of its size and its scale, because this is, although it's a tiny little sliver, it's the exact proportion of what's up there. Now, the most interesting piece isn't looking at this straight on, but instead coming over to the side. And you can go on either side of the railing. You can see from either railing.